sideways. Hold that sideways and record, Mr. Joe.
All right.
He went it this way. Yeah, he's a side.
All right, how's everyone doing? Good.
Open.
Now, let me ask you a question. What's the tallest building in downtown Reading? What is it? No, the tallest building downtown. It has a name to it. This is a basketball. What's that? The courthouse, yes. In the courthouse, who works in the courthouse? A judge. And the judge sits up there on the bench with his skateboard, and who are the people out there behind the desk? This is George, that's good. Who are the two other people? They're called lawyers.
My hand is getting tired.
Lawyers work in the courthouse, and they work with the judge. There's a district attorney, and also there's a defense attorney. A defense attorney, they defend your right. They defend a person who's been charged with a crime. Okay, so if you've been charged with a crime, you have to get a defense attorney, and that'll help you prove or not prove your guilt. So what we have a special guest today, and his name is Joe Fiala, and he is a defense attorney with the office of Victoria Benedict, correct? That's right. Yes, and what he does is he defends people's rights. But he's going to talk to you a lot about what he does and his experiences, and also how he became a lawyer, and it takes a lot of education, and that's one thing I want to talk to you about also. So without further ado, let's give Mr. Joe Galliano a big hand.
Take a lot of work to go to school every day and go to college to become a lawyer. But do you all know, like you mentioned about a lawyer is someone that defends someone's rights. Are there any other things that you guys know what a lawyer does, or what does a lawyer do? Yeah, hopefully that's one thing. But I mean, like, as the job, like, what is the lawyer's job do? Go ahead. You, right there, the blue thing. Yeah, what are they doing? That's you, man. What's that? I go to an office and I work there. That's true. Go ahead. That's the job. Judge Springer, how do you know him? Oh yeah, did you come out and play like chess or something? Yeah, actually, Judge Springer came and brought us to. Okay, that's cool. Judge Springer is a judge, and I go in front of him as a lawyer. Go ahead. That's right. That's right. Something you want to add to that? He said that when someone does something wrong, you try to like help them out and like stick up for them. What were you going to say? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What? Are you asking me? Well, for one thing, like you said, you guys go to school, and what are you guys, like 9, 10, 11 years old? Anyone here older than 12? 13? Okay. Well, the first thing is, at your age, you have to go to school like every day. Not only go to school, but you gotta pay attention, do your homework, and stay out of trouble. And then you gotta go to high school, And the same thing there, you know? And then after high school, you gotta go to college. Usually college is like 4 years. And then after college, you gotta go to law school, and that's another 3 years. So it's like 7 years of school after high school. Did you have a question or something? Go ahead. What were you gonna say? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Go ahead.
They deal with problems.
We deal with problems every day. But do you guys know what kind of problems that I deal with, like in particular? Because there are all kinds of words. So, for example, let's say you're in the car with like your mom, and a drunk driver smashes into that car, and like totals your mom's car, smashes it up, and you or your mom like get a broken arm. Well, you could probably go to a lawyer, and that lawyer would sue that driver to try to get money to pay not only for the damaged car, but also for your medical bills for your broken arm, and maybe for some money because you had maybe your mom missed work or something like that, and also because of like just having to go through all that. That drunk driver, whoever it was that hit you in your car, they should probably pay for like your pain and suffering. That's one kind of lawyer. Another kind of lawyer is like what he mentioned, where, you know, like let's say, for example, that I decide to steal your phone, and I steal it, and I run out of here with her phone. Well, I just broke the law. By stealing her phone, I committed a crime. Okay? And the police, if they caught me, would charge me with theft, and I'd have to go to the courthouse, and I would have a lawyer who would defend me. And maybe the lawyer would try to argue, you know, she would have to go to court, she'd have to go in and say, yeah, that guy over there stole my phone, and I saw him do it. And then my lawyer would get to question her, and the lawyer would try to make it seem like maybe she's lying, or maybe she's mistaken. So that's another kind of lawyer. Do you have a question? What's that? A test? Well, after you go, there's a lot of tests you take in college.
No, I think like
Like a specific test just to become a lawyer? Yeah, there's one big test. When you go to college for 4 years, then you go to law school for 3 years, and then after you're done law school, you got to take the test that they call the bar exam. And if you don't pass it, you don't get to become a lawyer. You mean like a lie detector test? Well, sometimes the police will use lie detector tests, but believe it or not, lie detector tests, they're not always 100% accurate. They're not always right. So therefore, like lie detector tests, they don't use those in court.
So Joe, what guarantees everybody's right in the
Well, in the United States of America, we have something known as the Constitution. And that's like a document that's been written like hundreds of years ago. And it says certain things, that certain rights that we all have. And those rights that you have, does anyone know what some of those rights are? This is really important stuff, because this is what makes us as Americans unique, because other people in other parts of the world don't have some of these things.
Do we have a right to
Do you think I should go to the slide? Because I can't see him.
That's one right that's in the Constitution, freedom of speech.
Because, like, he
How
keeps
about the freedom
standing next to
of
him.
assembly? You get together, you and your friends, and just stand on the corner. That's one right. Well, there are countries where you don't have the right to do those two things. But in America, the Constitution guarantees that you have the right to do that. So you also have the right, the Fourth Amendment has assures you the right from unreasonable search and seizure. So nobody can just come up and say, give me that phone and start checking you, because you have the right to do that unless they have a thing that's called probable cause.
So we'll check this this out, guys. You know, for the kind of lawyer that I am, you guys know what I do almost every day? I go to court with kids. Like kids that have done bad things. Well, I go to court with kids that have done even worse things than that. Not going to school every day is bad. But I've gone to court. I go to court and I defend kids that, you know, maybe they spray painted some graffiti or maybe they stole a bike. I represent kids that have stolen cars. I represent kids that have been caught with like drugs. These kids are anywhere from age 10 up to, normally up to 18. But I do it like almost every day. You know what happens to some of those kids?
They go to Disney.
Go to the detention center. And you know what happens to some of those kids? When they go to detention, they're taken away from their families. And sometimes if what they did is bad enough, they get sent to like a boot camp, or they get sent to like a boys' school or a girls' school somewhere far away. That's really strict. You know? And I do this every day. And so I see kids every day, yeah. Unfortunately, every day there's a kid that does something illegal, like maybe stealing a cell phone, or again, I've seen kids that get caught selling drugs. I've defended people that had guns. Really bad. Really bad. And you know what? You know what's like the most common crime that I see kids commit, and they don't even really realize it sometimes? This is a big word, but has anybody ever heard of the word conspiracy? Heard of that? Does anybody know what the word conspiracy means? Anybody want to guess what a conspiracy is? Go ahead. No. What? Sort of, but no. Give us a guess. Well, a conspiracy, give a guess. Yes? Need some help? Well, let me tell you. A conspiracy is when two people make an agreement that at least one of them is going to break the law. What I mean by that, I'll give you an example. Let's say that me and him are like 12 years old, and we're talking about like, I say to him like, hey, wouldn't it be funny, wouldn't it be cool if, you know, somebody spray painted that wall? And he's like, yeah, that'd be funny, but how are we going to do that? I don't even have any spray paint. I have some spray paint. And I give him the spray paint. And he goes over there and spray paints that wall. Well, you know what? I didn't spray paint the wall. He's the one who did it. But guess what? I'm just as guilty as he is. And the court, a judge, like Judge Sprecher, would say that that's a conspiracy. That he and I agreed that one of us would break the law. And even though he's the one that actually did it, I'm just as guilty as he is. So if he gets sent to juvie, I could probably get sent to juvie too. And that's what a conspiracy is. When people come together and there's an agreement that at least one of them is going to break the law. You know that I was in court today with a kid. Listen to this. There were two kids that were out in front of the Citadel. And one of them had a BB gun. He had it in his, waistband. He thought he was cool, walking around, showing people this BB gun that was real. Until the bus driver saw him doing this and called the police. Well, that kid with the BB gun, he had a friend with him. And a friend wasn't touching the BB gun or didn't show the BB gun to anybody. But the friend was walking around with him, and the friend was actually telling kids, like, yeah, look at my buddy. got a gun. Well, guess what? That kid that didn't even have the BB gun, they both got arrested. And I was in court today with a kid who didn't even have the BB gun. And he got found guilty of a conspiracy to possess a weapon on school property. And that's what I mean, that's what I'm saying, that the point of what I'm saying to you is, this conspiracy, which is a crime. I see so many kids who are with someone who's breaking the law. And even though they're not really doing the illegal crime, they get charged too. And they're brought into court. And they're sometimes found just as guilty as like when he spray painted the wall, even though I'm not the one that did it. I was with him, when he was spray painted, and he did it. That's what I did to do. Today, this kid that I had in court, he didn't even touch the gun, the BB gun. It was his buddy who had the BB gun. When he was there with him, he was trying to show off to his friends, and they both got arrested. And both those kids got locked up. Is there a question? Well, again, my kid didn't touch the gun at all. But he was trying to, he wanted his friend. Well, not my son, but my client, the kid that I was representing. I was his lawyer. So my job was to try to argue, he's not guilty. He didn't do anything. He didn't touch that gun. He didn't possess that BB gun. But the judge could have found, well, the judge did find him guilty of a conspiracy to possess that BB gun. Because it was also on school property, too. You had to
Joe, can I ask you a question? The kid who had the gun evidently was wrong, very wrong for carrying a gun to school. Now, the kid who was showing off the gun to his buddies, what should he have done? He should have just gotten away. I mean, should he have ran and told the people? Yeah, absolutely. Right. That's what you want to do. When a situation like that comes up, you don't want to be partner in it. You want to go tell the teachers that your friend has a gun. He can harm somebody with that gun.
Yeah. Go ahead, you have a question. Hold on a second. Let's go with her first, and we'll go with you next. The kid, they were both about 16 years old. Kids don't normally go to real jails unless they do something really bad. You have a question? Go ahead. What happens if one person is bad and the other person isn't bad? Well, then it's my job as a person who didn't do anything bad. If I'm that person's lawyer, I have to go to the court with them and try to convince the judge that my kid didn't do anything wrong. It was the other kid that did something.
And that's what a defense attorney does. A criminal defense attorney does. He protects your rights if you were wrongly accused in society. There are people who are wrongly accused, and they have to hire a lawyer to go before the judge in the courtroom to make sure that they weren't the person that did the crime.
Your question? One of your boy, a bad boy in your class, got that like had a thing on their ankle, like a
Well, my
little
cousin
black
said that.
box.
Isn't it? I saw it. Yeah, my cousin
That's
has
not
that.
cool. That's not a good thing if you have one. You know what that means? That means that they got in trouble and they went to court, and a judge either said to that kid, like, that means that kid either was in juvie, or the judge was really thinking about putting him in juvie and decided, you know what, I'll let you go home, I'll let you out of juvie, or instead of putting you in juvie, I'm gonna put a thing on your ankle, so that way we know where you're at all times. And so if you have that thing on your ankle, and you're not allowed to leave your house, and if you do leave your house, that thing sends like a signal to the courthouse. And then they'll come and arrest you. And then they'll definitely put you in jail. Sometimes you can, like, they set it up so that like you could leave your house to go to school, but then as soon as school is over, you gotta be back home. And if you're not back home, then it sends a signal to the courthouse that you're not home, and then they'll come out and find you and take you to detention. If he was 5 years old, they probably wouldn't go to jail, no, but they would probably be taken from their home, and they might be placed, they could be put in a foster home or something like that. Now, if the kid was 10 years old, then the kid would probably go to the detention center. And then if the kid were over the age of either 14 or 15, they could go directly to Berks County Prison. Yes. And that's obviously not a good place. Who wanted to ask a question that hasn't asked one yet? Go ahead. 10. Yeah, because you can't, like kids under the age of 10 who break the law, they don't get charged with crimes. What ends up happening then is like children and services start to look into why is this 7 or 8 or 9 year old kid breaking the law. And those kinds of people who go to Did you ask a question yet? Go ahead. Well, that person who stole the money, if they get caught, they'll probably end up going to court. They'll get charged with theft. And then depending on how much money they stole, that would affect either like how long they go on probation or how long they go to detention. Well, like the same thing. Then it would depend on how much they stole, it would depend on how long they go to jail or how long they're on probation. And not only do they get punished, they gotta pay the money back. You don't just get to keep the money. You gotta pay it back. Who didn't ask a question? You didn't ask one yet? Go ahead.
Guys, quiet.
No, it doesn't sting you. No, it just kind of sends a signal to the courthouse. What I think you're talking about is police officers, some police officers have a little taser, a little like device that they tell you, stop, don't run, don't move, and you try to take off, they can like shoot you with this thing that like electrocutes you and makes you fall to the ground. Your question? Well, like I said, so let's say, what time does school get done every day? 3:10? Well, they probably say you have to be in your home by like 3:45. So if you're not home by 3:45, then the thing will start sending a signal to the courthouse.
What if your bus is late?
Well, and then you would want to tell your probation officer why you were late. If you have a legitimate reason, okay. But if they think you're lying, you might go to juvie. Go ahead. Hold on a second, I can't hear.
Okay, hold on, Joe. Guys, let's be quiet, please. Be respectful.
Okay, go ahead. What happens if someone's doing 100? When someone's on,
When someone's 100.
100 years old and they have a BB gun? Well, it depends on what they're doing with the BB gun. I mean, just having a BB gun is not necessarily illegal, but if you're...
What if they shoot somebody in the water?
Well, that's not good. If they shoot somebody, then they'll probably go, if they're 100 years old, they'll probably go to jail.
My uncle said it.
Wow, that's not good. That can be dangerous.
That's not my mom.
So listen, guys. Here's what I want you all to understand. Listen. All right, listen up, guys. Here's what everybody has to understand. I go to court every day and I represent kids. And you know what? A lot of those kids, I think are good kids. And I like them. But number one, sometimes people make mistakes. And number two, a lot of those kids, they're with their so-called friends when their friends are doing bad things. So like he said, if you see somebody doing something that you know is wrong, number one, you need to get away from that person. You don't want to hang out with that person. You get away and you go tell maybe a teacher or you tell a parent. Because if you don't, you could very easily find yourself with one of these things on your ankle, or you could find yourself in a juvenile detention center. Go ahead. Oh man. Shh. You gotta speak up so everyone can hear. Shh. Oh wow. Oh, that's terrible. Did you have a question? Go ahead. You didn't ask anything yet. Ah, well, he needs to be very careful with that. Yeah, he should be very careful with that.
Who did? Now, Joe, if they see a gun laying out on the street, what should they do when they see it?
Well, yeah, don't touch it. Do not touch it. And tell somebody immediately. Tell a parent or, a teacher, or if you see a police officer. Yeah, that's not good. They're going to think that it's yours, and you know what? You're in possession of it then. You can be charged with having that gun. Yeah. Hold on a second. Why? Well, like I said, some people who have that monitor on, you're allowed to leave your house when you have permission to. But some people don't have permission to leave their house whenever they want. So that guy you're talking about, he might be able to leave his house at certain times, but I'll bet you from like 8:30 at night until well, he probably shouldn't be out. He's probably going to get in trouble. He might even get locked up. You have a question?